Some people must look at this and think, how did we end up with Ed Miliband in charge of our energy security across the nation? Because it's just another, in my humble opinion, harebrained idea. It doesn't seem to make any sense. And a lot of companies and a lot of people who actually produce these renewables are saying the same thing, because you're quite right. Not only does it penalise those people who've ended up by virtue living in the south, living in areas where it would be considered more expensive, but also these areas that have that greater demand, which is what's going to determine why this pricing is higher, they're the places that need more renewables. They're the places that need these wind farms to be built. Well, of course, if the energy costs more in those places, well, then what incentive is there for any of these companies to go to these places and say, great, we're going to invest in creating all of these renewables? So it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Also, when it comes to the demand, I think you're going to see a lot of big cities, of course, be places where you get those higher levels of demand. Well, if bigger cities have much more expensive bills, especially those in the south, well, who's going to suffer? Well, the poorest that live in those cities. So, again, like VAT on school fees, like many of these other policies that they say that they're going to try and help people by getting more money from those more affluent people, actually, I think we're going to see the poorest suffer most.